The Taryu teach Diogenes told Men about love, lust, and women. Why is it that some men spend their entire lives chasing women, only to end up hollow, disrespected, and forgotten? Is it love, or is it desperation masked as desire? Today, we're going to expose a brutal truth, one that most modern men can't stomach, but desperately need to hear. If you've ever found yourself sacrificing your dignity just to be noticed, this will shake you. So many men don't even realize they've stopped being men and started becoming performers. Clowns, background noise, distractions. You chase, and she laugh text, and she delays. You plan, she cancels, and still you come back for more. As if you're addicted to your own humiliation. Here's the truth, and it's brutal. The moment you start chasing a woman, you become her entertainment. Not her ambition, not her desire, not her prize. Entertainment. You become something she looks at when she's bored, something she responds to when she has time, something that flatters her ego, but never touches her soul. Why? Because pursuit without power is comedy. She watches your efforts, like a show. Your texts become her amusement, your compliments, her vanity fuel, your energy, her dopamine hit. And you think it means progress. You think she's playing hard to get. No, my friend, she's not playing hard to get. She's just not interested. You've been categorized. Let me ask you, when was the last time a king chased? When was the last time a lion begged for attention? When did the sun ask to be noticed? You don't see it. Because you've been conditioned to believe that desire must be proven, that interest must be proven, that your value must be proven. Wrong. Because every time you chase, you're telling her something. Not with words, but with posture, with tone, with timing. You're telling her, you are the prize. I am the applicant. Please pick me. That's not attraction. That's auditioning. You've stopped being the fire and started being the moth, and she sees it. Oh, believe me, she sees it. Women can smell when a man's attention is cheap, when his presence is desperate, when his pursuit is performative. And what do with performers? They watch, they clap, and then they leave. She's not choosing you. She's consuming you. That's what chasing leads to. Consumption without commitment, approval without admiration, presence without power. Now you might be thinking, but what if I just really like her? That's not the point. Attraction is not the enemy. But chasing is, because chasing, by its very definition, means you've placed her ahead of yourself, above your focus, beyond your standards. You've paused your mission just to follow her shadow, and you think that makes her love you. No, it makes you replaceable. Why? Because women, even if they don't admit it, do not fall for men who dance. They fall for men who stand still, grounded, unmoved, undeniable. The moment she senses that your life revolves around her, she loses the instinct to be part of it. And so, what began as curiosity turns into indifference. What could have become chemistry turns into a circus. And the man who once had potential becomes the jester who gave it all away. Desire is natural. It's the fire inside the masculine soul. But when that desire starts to beg, when it starts to kneel, when it loses its backbone and starts crawling for attention, it dies. That's not desire anymore. That's dependency. That's not love. That's worship. And let me tell you, worshiping something that can walk away from you, that isn't divine. That's pathetic. You weren't made to beg. Your desire was never meant to shrink you. But that's exactly what happens when a man chases too hard. When he needs her more than he needs his own peace. When he gives before being asked. When he waits without being wanted. When he offers himself again and again, hoping she'll finally see his worth. That is not passion. That is imprisonment. And he's the one who built the cell. Ask yourself, when you crave her, are you craving connection, or are you just addicted to validation? Are you desiring her soul or her approval? You see, this is where most men fail. They don't want her. They want the feeling she gives them when she looks their way. And when she doesn't, they spiral. They chase harder. They perform more. They forget themselves completely. This is how men become slaves to their own hunger. Slaves to the image of a woman. Slaves to the illusion of closeness. Slaves to a moment of softness that never arrives. He says it's love, but it's not love. It's need. It's obsession. It's a desperation so loud, so obvious that she feels it before he even speaks. And here's the harsh truth. No one respects a slave, especially not the one he worships. She may smile, yes, she may even entertain the act. But inside, she feels it G-light. This man is not whole. He's not dangerous. He's not grounded. He's not sovereign. He's chasing her like she's salvation, when in truth, he has no kingdom of his own to offer. And without a kingdom, a man is just a servant in disguise. His desire becomes his leash. His longing becomes his loss. And the more he gives, the less he is seen. A man who has no direction, no mission, no purpose, no spine is not a man. He is a placeholder, a shadow, a driftwood floating through the seas of desire, pulled wherever the waves take him. And when a woman sees such a man, she does not follow him. She plays with him. Because here's the truth. Brutal, yes, but unshakably real. The moment a man loses his direction, he becomes a toy in her hands. And she may not even realize she's doing it, but she will do it. Why? Because instinctively women test what they cannot trust. They poke at softness. They push where there is no resistance. They spin what does not stand. A man without direction is a man who says yes too quickly, who cancels plans the moment she calls, who waits by the phone, who pauses his own life for the possibility of being part of hers. He becomes available, always agreeable, always flexible. And in doing so, he becomes nothing. He melts. He bends. He loses shape. And when a man loses shape, he becomes easy to mold, easy to use, easy to replace. You think she wants that. She might say she does. She might even believe she does. But when she finally has it, when the man has been fully tamed, when he offers himself on a silver platter without demand, without edge, without direction, she feels it. The absence of gravity. There's nothing to orbit, nothing to follow, nothing to respect. She wanted a mountain, not a pillow. And now you're confused. You gave her everything, didn't you? You gave her time, energy, attention. You made her your center. You turned away from your path, your purpose, your growth, just to be near her light. And now you wonder why she pulls away, why she grows colder, why she starts looking over your shoulder when you speak. It's because she's already sensed it. You don't know who you are anymore. You've become a mirror, reflecting whatever she wants to see, saying whatever she wants to hear, moving however she wants you to move. That's not love. That's role play. And it's exhausting, not just for you, for her too, because she doesn't want to lead you. She doesn't want to raise you. She doesn't want to fix her shape or sculpt a man. She wants to feel him. Feel his presence, his stability, his fire, not just for her, but for something beyond her, his commitment, not just the relationship, but to a vision, to a direction that cannot be compromised. And when she feels that, when she sees that you're already in motion, already rising, already becoming, she doesn't play with you. She respects you. Because now, you're not a toy. You're a force. You can kneel, beg. You can text her 20 times. You can write poems, buy gifts, wait by the phone, like a lost dog waiting for its master to return. But listen closely. She will not respect you because women do not respect what crawls. They may use it. They may enjoy the attention. They may laugh, flirt, smile, string you along, but deep inside, they don't admire it. They don't desire it. They don't dream of it because crawling is not masculine. Crawling is what the weak do when they have nothing else to offer. Crawling is the posture of a man who's forgotten his spine. You think you're proving your love, but to her, you're just proving your weakness. And here's the cold part. She may not even be doing it maliciously. She might even think she likes you. But biology doesn't lie. Instinct doesn't lie. Attraction doesn't. A man on his knees, chasing, pleading, desperate to be seen, triggers something in her. And it's not love. It's pity. Or worse, boredom. She may keep you around, yes, but not as a partner, not as an option, a backup, a safety net. And deep down, you know it. You feel it in her tone, in the way her replies get shorter, in the way she suddenly doesn't have time, in the way she posts online looking happier than ever, without you. Why? Because crawling kills respect. And without respect, love cannot live. She doesn't want a man who chases after every breath she takes. She wants a man who makes her breathe differently. A man who moves with silence, and yet commands attention. A man whose very presence demands curiosity, not by shouting, not by pleading, but by standing tall. Because when a man stands, the world watches. But when he crawls, the world steps over him. And she will too, not because she's cruel, but because you've shown her she can. So now you see, the man who chases, who begs, who loses himself in the pursuit, is not loved, not respected, not remembered. He becomes noise, background, a fading echo. But the man who stands still, who holds his frame, who leads with purpose and power, he becomes the flame others gather around. Women don't follow the man who crawls. They follow the man who walks like he knows where he's going. So stop chasing shadows, reclaim your posture, reclaim your edge, because in a world full of desperate men, the rare one who stands becomes unforgettable.